big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what a point to guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah. That's when they get started now. Their first game. I won my first game. Who did you play? I had to play the Buccaneers.
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch though.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Wait 20. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball. Undercrush. Showing it. Check 26. Ozzy. Regular.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Mike's 50. It's coming this way. Here we go. Alert!
Shotgun now for Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You. Check safety. Back. Share.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert! Check. SOS. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check 9. Check. Hey.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie. 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Brady's throw there complete to Edelman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Brady now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
I smell fear in that offense.
22 jet bomber.
Fear in that offense.
Hey.
On play action, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Alert, alert. Watch it.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
It's a big play there for the Steelers. 54 yards on the ground. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. They'll look to run with Connor, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
44. 54,
Now it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On the ground, this is Michel. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Now they'll throw with Brady. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Throwing on first down is Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start with a give to Connor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Connor on 1st down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's got room. That he gets this deep into Patriot territory. 39 yards there, a big one. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
50.
Now it's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. Snicker. Sit. Hey, alert 3.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
To the football, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Smooth. Hey, 66.
On 1st down, Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for New England. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today. Plus, Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 21-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. Brady now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Out, 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 out. 53 Linda.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
We're going to keep getting sacks. Switch, switch, switch. Check it. Watch Alpha.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. On the carry, it's Samuels. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Connor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Right back to Connor here on first. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From the 41, Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Pittsburgh.
6-man.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Watch the before. Now I'm going to lose 1.
Now Roethlisberger. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Lawrence Guy. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Get out the field, defense.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Fresno. Shift. He's coming. Double up.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Jack 16.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They were looking for Johnson that time. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Man up, D. 6 guys. Check alert. Let's go.
Check and reload.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kyle Van Noy able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 21. A give to Burkhead on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
First down at the 47-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now. Now White lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Here we go again.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team. Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. So that 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Only on the field goal.
And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, this is one bright side to that incompletion.
Somebody, I'm sorry, I had to do
it. Wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Might beat me, so I got to give you what he gave me.
Just incomplete that time. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I forgot about
it. It'll be a gain of 17 in the Pittsburgh first.
I got Mike in that screen.
Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. One last shot for Roethlisberger.
Boy, man, where you from? You from up north?
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Are you from Island? Oh, okay. Which
Picks it off. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Martin and all that.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Patriots, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah, who's Jamel playing? He's real quiet. Is Jamel in here? This is his party.
Yeah.
You quiet, man. What happened? Somebody beat you? You alright, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
You on suicide watch? You alright?
Nah, I ain't want that like that. Hey, good guy.
Well, all I know is there's a conspiracy in this chat. Because when I beat up on Mike got his cousin, his brother, his auntie, his grandma. I gotta beat everybody. Mike got the whole family in here. Whatever. Your brother and your cousin definitely in here. Yeah, I know. Yeah, hell yeah. I beat Kaji, and next thing I know, I gotta play Mike and his grandma, and it was crazy.